All right, hey, welcome to Listen to Lance. Just want to come at you real quick with some really great information. I think every business owner or someone that is even thinking about a business really needs to do this thing first. The main reasons that the first thing that you should be doing as you start a business, as you start to think about a business, is find a mentor in that field, or even a mentor that's been in business before that could help you think about a couple of these ideas. Where to price your point? What's your price point? Where should that be? Having trouble talking today. What's that price point? Where should I be pricing my thing at, right? What is the business that I'm going to be starting? What are some of the things I need to be thinking about? These are all really, really important questions. And if you start out with a nice foundation, you're going to grow your business successfully the first time and through the proper processes. I read an article from the SBA, which is the Small Business Association, and they said 70% of mentored businesses. So if you're a business and you have a mentor, 70% of those businesses will make it to the 5-year point. In comparison to that, if you do not have a mentored business, 20% will make it out of the first year. So only 20%, 2 out of 10. And out of that 20%, only 10% of them will actually make it to the 5-year point. So that's a drastic change, right? 70% to the 5th year if you have a mentor, and then 20% out of the first year without a mentor, and only 10% of them beyond that point will make it to that 5-year point. So those are really, startling numbers. And it just proves the power of a mentor, because again, not only are they going to give you basic tips and ideas and things, they're going to be able to bounce ideas off of you. They're going to teach you how to think and start to grow your business the right way. So like I said, really, really important to have that mentor in mind before you start, right? So the first thing you should be thinking of, whether you're starting the business or from right now, even if you have a business going, like, you need to be thinking about who is a great mentor for you. And a mentor is going to be different than a consultant or a mastermind group or something like that. A mentor is going to be someone that you're kind of like that big brother, right? You can bounce ideas off. But the cool thing about that mentor is typically they're a third party, right? They don't have any bias. So that family is really going to be like just there for support, right? Like, they're going to cheer you on. They're going to be your cheering squad. Whether you're making a good choice or a bad choice, a lot of times they're still going to be there for you, that support. They're also going to be there to keep you safe, right? Your mom, your dad, your friends, they don't want you to go out and get hurt, right? Whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, any of those things. Like, they don't want you to get hurt. So they're going to protect you. So they're going to be like, I don't think that's a good idea. Go keep that 9-to-5 job, right? So they're going to be there to really support you, but they're also going to be there to protect you. So that's why it's really important to have that third party that has no real benefit either way, whether you succeed or don't, but they want to help you succeed, but they don't get anything out of it if you don't succeed or if you do succeed. It's that third party kind of outside look that can really call you out on your BS if you aren't doing something correct, if you're being lazy, if you're making bad choices or bad decisions, right? They're not going to just be there to cheer you on no matter what, and they're not going to be there to kind of shelter you and helicopter parent you, right? They're there to actually see you succeed, and they're going to try to put you on that path to do that. And if you have a bad idea, they're going to call you out on it. I have a lot of guys that I mentor and that are in our mastermind and things like that. I'm very honest with them. And a lot of times I'm like, look, don't get mad at me. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but you're screwing up. You're not doing this. You're looking for an excuse. You're being lazy. And those are the things that a mentor should be able to tell you, and look from the outside and just say, like, hey man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? Because that's what we want. We want someone to keep it real with us, because that way we can get the most out of that relationship, and we can get the most out of ourselves moving forward in that business. Really, what they need to do first, and it's not really what you're thinking. It's not really like make a logo or come up with a business name, or hey, what's my, if you are already in business, it's like, what's my next marketing campaign? Really what it is, it's the magic of a mentor. Okay, so a mentor, like, we hear about it all the time, really, but I want you to think of a mentor as more as a coach. That can be a business coach, it could be a personal coach, it could be a health coach, whatever that looks like. But it's always important to have that coach. Every expert professional has some kind of coach. why would we want a coach? Why would we want that mentor? Really, it's not what you think. It's not to be able to just say like, hey, here's a plan, go do it, right? That's more of like a consultant. That's more of like a mastermind group or something like that. But really, a mentor is really going to help you work through a lot of these problems and work through a lot of these decisions on your own. So you start to build that mental capacity on how to do that, right? One quick story that kind of comes to mind, I've been doing martial arts a long time. I've had a lot of students go through our martial arts program. Some obviously want to open up their own gyms and stuff like that. First thing he did was kind of reach out to me and just say, hey, like, what should I be thinking about? What are some of the things that I need to be thinking about? And he didn't say like, how did you do it? It was more like, hey, if you had to do it now, like, what would you be thinking? What would you be doing? And that's a really important question, right? So if you do have a mentor, or if you're looking for a mentor, you don't want to know what they did. Like, sure, you want to know that origin story in a way, but really what you want to know is like, if they had to do it again today, how would they do it? What would they do? What would those kind of ideas be? What mistakes did they make in the past that you don't want to make in the future, right? So that's really the question to ask. It's not like, hey, how did you do it? Again, that origin story is always important, but really for a lot of us, we got lucky. For me, I opened up a gym. There wasn't a lot of competition. I could make a lot of mistakes at the beginning to build those skills and build that knowledge. But now there's a lot more competition in the gym space, in the martial arts space. Whatever that business is that you're doing, I'm sure there's a lot of competition as well. So you don't want to know what they did, because maybe they were like me and got lucky at the beginning, put in my hard work, did a lot of time, did a lot of research, but still got lucky that there wasn't a lot of competition. We were able to grow the gym and grow our business the way that we did quickly. But again, a lot of luck came into that. So now we have a lot more skill that we can actually pass on. So it's not really what they did before, but really what you're looking for a mentor is like, what would they do now? What differences would that look like, right? And so like, hey, if I had to do this again, what would I do? How would I do that? What are some of the pitfalls that I need to be looking for? It's always going to be price in pretty much any industry. If you're starting out, you're always going to be charging too little. So I always try to get people to charge the correct amount. Just reached out to somebody the other day. I saw them posting something on Facebook. We're doing a grand opening special. But really the price point is so low that even if they get people in at that price, they're going to be making mistakes. So again, like having that mentor to kind of bounce ideas off of and kind of move forward is really, really important. So, the perspective is a huge thing. And like we talked about, they're coming from that third party perspective. So they have no real skin in the game, but man, a true mentor wants to see you succeed. Like I said, they want to give you the resources. They want to help you grow those skills. Again, it's not going to be a step-by-step blueprint, but it's going to be like, hey, you should really be checking out this book. It's going to help your marketing game. Hey, you need to learn about your KPIs and what this business is going to need for you to succeed. Like, you need to check out this book on accounting, or whatever those problems or things that are coming up. They're going to be able to point you in a direction. Hey, I want you to talk to my banker. He's going to be able to give you a better perspective on banking or loans or whatever that looks like, right? So they will be there for you to bounce ideas off of. They will be there to give you ideas from time to time. But again, it's not going to be a step-by-step blueprint. You're going to have to do the work, but they're going to give you some really great direction if you have a great mentor. They're going to give you that direction. They're going to give you those skills and give you that knowledge that they accumulated through their time in business. And it's going to really, really shorten that time that you need to start to get to success, right? And that's why it's really important not to ask how they did it, but how would they do it now? Because again, things have changed, processes have changed. They made a lot of mistakes. They spent a lot of extra money. They tested things that didn't work. They tested things that did work. So you're getting all that knowledge of like, what should I do now to start this, to really make this business grow? And that's why, again, I think it's so, so important, no matter where you are in your business, whether you're just starting out, it's an idea in your head, or if you've been in business for a year, 2, 10, if you don't have a mentor, like, you should really be looking out and trying to find one. And it's not expensive. It's a friendship. It's a relationship that you build through time, right? Take somebody out to lunch, ask them some questions. I have a lot of great mentors. I have a real estate mentor. I have a stock mentor, right? All the time I'll call up like, hey, Mr. Bill, how's it going? Like, what do you got going on with these stocks? What do you think? And he will give me his knowledge, and he won't ever say like, you need to buy this, but he's going to give me the things and the parameters that he's looking at and how he does his thinking. And then again, I can make my own decisions based on some knowledge that I have from that mentor. So whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks, whether it's health, right? Kobe Bryant has a coach. Michael Jordan had a coach. All of these guys. I heard a story one time about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ty Lopez had asked him in like an interview, basically like, hey, what was it that really transformed you into, the successful bodybuilder? And Arnold said like, man, for a long time, I could never get my calves to be big. Like my calves were always my problem. So he like found the guy in Australia that had like really good calves. And so he flew down to Australia and started working out with the guy. And the guy's like, all right, let me see what you do. So, he puts 400 pounds on, he reps it out a few times. And the guy's like, no, watch this. Goes, throws 900 pounds on, reps it out like once or twice. And he's like, you're not lifting heavy enough. So after that, Arnold starts lifting super heavy, and his calves get so big that newspapers, articles, all these things come out about how he got calf implants and all of these things. But really what it was he was just working the muscle incorrectly. So he got that coach, he got that knowledge, he changed what his approach was, and then he was a super successful bodybuilder. All because he got that mentor or that coach, right? So that's why a mentor is a great kind of idea, but really what you're looking for is a coach, someone that's going to tell you right from wrong in your business, make you move forward and take those steps to be a successful business owner. So if you don't have that coach or if you don't have that mentor, make sure you find someone today. Make it a point, like, hey, put that down on your sheet. Hopefully you make lists. Put that down on your list, like by Friday or by Monday, whatever, give yourself a few days. But I want to look and I want to try to find some mentors in the areas that I need help and coaching in. And like I said, give them a call, send them an email, ask them to take them out to lunch. You pay, by the way, and get that information from them. Start that relationship. It's not a paid relationship. It's a friendship relationship, right? So it's not like, hey, will you be my mentor? It's like, hey, I want to ask you some questions, right? Can I take you out to lunch? Can I go out and buy you a drink for this evening? Whatever it looks like. But make sure you get that relationship started. So I'm going to kind of leave it there. I do want you, a couple questions for you, a couple homework assignments. Drop in the comments the first name of one of your mentors. And you can say Joe, real estate mentor, Bob, health mentor, whatever it looks like, right? Just drop that name in there and what they helped you with if you've had a great coach in the past. So drop that in the comments. Also, hit the like button, right? Hit the wherever that is, hit the like button so that I know that you like this. And also subscribe, right? If you know any friends that are interested in this business relationship idea, or share this with them, please. So, if you can, go ahead, tap out, right? We're jiu-jitsu guys. Tap out that like button. We're going to tap it out. Hit that like button a bunch of times, and then please subscribe to Listen to Lance. If you like this stuff, if you want more, go ahead and send me a message or drop it in the comments of some stuff that you would like me to put out. But I will keep giving you these business, real estate, and investment kind of personal finance ideas. And if you have something that you're questioning about, go ahead, shoot me a message and I'll see if I can help. But please tap out that like button and subscribe to Listen to Lance. Bring your friends, tell everybody, share this. And I hope you have a great week.